Hello cronies, it's me Annie, Grumpy Old Crone, here back to have another witter about some stuff that doesn't matter very much in the witchcraft and pagan community. Now what I'm going to do today is I'm not going to do the 3 sections like I normally do, because last time I did this on one of these videos you all were here for like over an hour and that seems unfair. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do the subscription box review for Witch Casket, which I promised you a while back when I did the Witch Box subscription. So I've got the Witch Casket one, and so I want to look at that, go through that with you, and then maybe contrast and compare the two just a little bit to see what the better use of your money is in these, if you're determined to get one. And indeed, you know, even if you should get one, who knows? Anyway, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Let's get going. Right, so if you watched the Witch Box review, you may remember that there was a picture of how the Witch Box turned up at my house, which was in a plain white box, and it had got like a hole punched through it and the insides were all kind of torn and ripped and what have you. Now when the Witch Casket one arrived, I took a picture of it to show you because I thought there was quite a difference there. So I'm going to put that up now. As you can see, it's covered in plastic, which had a sign on it saying that it was completely compostable. We like this. And it was in perfect condition. Nothing had been battered, nothing had been bashed. So I took the recyclable plastic, not recyclable, compostable. That sounds wrong. Compostable. Compostable? Compostable. Anyway, whatever. That, you can put it in your compost. I took that off, and what I had was this, which is quite a pleasing little bit of packaging, I think. It's kind of made to look a little bit like an actual casket, but it's really quite substantial. I think it's more substantial than the Witch Box one was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this and go through what is in it. So I'll put it down here so I can see everything. So it opens, I should say it opens, and look, it's all branded inside, and you've got, I mean, that's pretty full there. So the first thing on the top is a little booklet saying Witch Casket June 2025 Sun and Moon. Okay, I mean, once again, it's the glossy paper. You can probably see that shiny. It's the glossy paper, which I wish they didn't use because it doesn't recycle in the same way. If they just used plain printer paper or matte paper or recycled paper, I feel that would be a nice little message. So it's a minor thing, but it is the first thing out of the box. So what we've got here is, what is it? It's a 1, 2, 3. It's like an 8-page little leaflet. I kind of like the fact that on the back it's got like little photographs from people who've submitted them under a hashtag of #Witch Casket, so you can see what they've done with the things in their box. That's nice. I'm big on community, as you may be able to tell. I like that. And so we've got like a little bit of an introduction, kind of welcoming you to the box, telling you generically what it's about and asking you to tag things. And it's signed. And I like this. I like people taking responsibility for it. The Witch Box was not signed. I don't know if it's on the website somewhere and I missed it, but all it said was from an English witch, which is, you know, fine. But once again, using the word English just doesn't sit well with me. It's like we're meant to be somehow different, better, superior. I don't like that. It's just, you're just a witch. Doesn't matter where you're from. But this one is signed Be Well, Deb and Ella. So obviously they're quite happy to step up and take responsibility for the product they're putting out, which I approve of. Now, okay, what we've got in here is a whole load of details about what is in the box and how to use it. You know what? That's fine. I really like that. I do really like that. Okay, right. I'll put that to one side and we'll move on. So the first thing, now if you remember, one of the first things out of the Witch box one was a postcard. And lo and behold, there's a postcard in this as well. However, whereas the postcard from the other one was just a bit of glossy fluff and I didn't know what to do with it, it ended up going in the bin. This one has got monthly manifestations on it. It's something for you to actually sit down with. What are my goals this month? What practical steps can I take? I like that. Practical steps for manifestation. You're not just wishing and imagining that it will happen. You're actually taking practical steps. And what magical steps can I take to reach these goals? That is absolutely how you do and use manifestation. So I like that. And it's even got like a little something you can say after you filled it in to make it slightly more ritualistic. So you fill it in. What are my goals this month? I know, win the lottery. What practical steps can I take to reach these goals? Buy a lottery ticket. What magical steps can I take to reach these goals? Do a spell for prosperity and abundance. You know, and then afterwards you've got a little thing to say. The seeds are planted, intentions are set, I command my desires be met. Okay, it rhymes, which you know I'm not big on, but it doesn't have that da-dun, 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 da-dun kind of rhythm to it. So, you know, I'll let them off, quite like that. And also, it's not glossy. Quite like that, not glossy. Right, moving on, what do we have? We have, now bear in mind that this whole casket is themed sun moon. We have got 2 little tumble stones. So I'm going to open the little baggie they come in and read the little bit of paper that says, I mean, if I'd bothered to read the whole leaflet, it would have told me all of this in advance and how to use things. I'll go back and look at that afterwards. Oh, you've got 2. I dropped it. I'm a nana. Hold on. Have a cup of tea. I'll be back in a second. I'm back. Right. So you've got, I'm going to have to block myself out. You've got 2 sides here. You've got the sun side and you've got the moon side. And what you've got in here are 2 nice little tumble stones. Sunstone, moonstone. I mean, it's not the best moon. Oh, I've got dropsy today, honestly. Ugh. So, as I was saying, it's not the best moonstone that I've ever seen, but it does look real. It's got quite a lot of occlusions in it, but I don't mind. I don't mind because it's real. And the same with the sunstone. Those are both useful, work with the theme, and the card tells you exactly what they are to be used for, what they're good for. I like that. Okay, that's not too bad. It's something that you can use in your practice. Sun and Moon Tarot Pendant. Inspired by the major arcana tarot cards, this magical with a K again. I think I'm in a minority disliking that. Oh well. This magical double-sided pendant depicts the sun and the moon. Let's have a look at this once again. How nicely themed is that? And it's an exclusive, made just for this box, I think. Ooh. Oh, I like that. So let me show you this in so much as I can. You've got the sun on one side. See if I can turn it over and if it'll stick. Oh, it might not. I need to pull that. Okay, I won't do it that way. That'll work. And there's the moon. Sun and moon, stainless steel. I like the fact it's not claiming it's silver. I like steel as an option. Oh, that actually right up my alley. I will 100% wear that. Keeping that. That one not going on a giveaway. Right. Okie doke. So what have we got here? We have got here a day to night ritual kit for moving on and manifesting. Okay, a ritual incorporating the magical energies of the sun and moon to help you with moving on and manifesting the life you desire. I like that it's clear in what it does. It's not trying to be everything to all people. So what have we got in here? I'm preparing to be underwhelmed. I'm preparing to be very underwhelmed. Let's see what we've got. I mean, I know I don't like these things because, I don't know, just doing a spell that somebody else tells you to do just doesn't always sit well with me. But that is very much a me thing. Doesn't have to be a you thing at all. Right, so what have we got? We've got some paper. We've got a black charm candle. We've got little incense. And we've got, tragically, once again, it's glossy, that we have the day to night ritual for moving on and manifesting. So, a ritual incorporating the magical energies of the sun and moon to help with moving on and manifesting the life you desire. You will need a piece of paper, a sandalwood incense stick. It is sandalwood. A black candle, a pencil, probably got one somewhere, and a fireproof dish. Well, I've definitely got one of those. Would have been nice if they'd given you the fireproof dish, but to be honest, I guess this is the thing I realised after last week. If they always give you a dish to do things, then you're going to end up with a lot of fireproof dishes, aren't you? So they're just kind of trusting that you've got one. I do, unsurprisingly. So choose a date. Oh, I like that it's asking you to be a bit picky about when you do the spell. It's not just a cast it willy-nilly. So, oh, please, YouTube, don't strike me for saying willy-nilly. Right, choose a date where the weather forecast is good for both sunset and night, as this ritual is done in 2 parts. As the sun sets, note down on your paper what you wish to move on from, fold the paper away from you, outdoors in a place where your candle is shielded from any wind, light it and burn the paper, dropping it into the fireproof dish. As the candle burns and the sun sets, know you will be able to move on from this. And when the candle is blown out by nature, or it burns, I like blown out by nature. I like that. Or burns out, know your spell is complete. In the moonlight, sit with the incense stick and visualize the life you desire. Light the incense, and as the smoke is taken away, know that your desires are being sent to the universe and the universe will work with you to manifest them. I really like the fact that there isn't nasty doggerel, because I do hate doggerel in spell work. I would probably adapt that a little bit for me, but you know, that's just me. But you know, the bones are not bad. The bones are not bad. And you have got the stuff that you need. You've got your candle, you've got your incense, you've got your paper. You know, all you need is, you know, a fireproof dish and a pencil. That's okay. You know, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Maybe if I was in a different place in my practice, I would use that. I would be more willing, more tempted to put that spell candle into my collection of spell candles and use it for something different. But, you know, it's a fairly basic spell, you know, fire, release, incense, offering kind of a spell. That just because it's basic doesn't mean it's bad. And I think if I was less advanced in my practice, I would probably actually find that quite useful. And it's not bad. It is not bad at all. On we go. Right, what have we got here? Oh, ooh, I like this. So we have got 2 packets of incense. Bearing in mind this whole box is themed around sun and moon, we have got 2 packets of incense. We've got a sun incense. Is that any way to stop it focusing on me? A sun incense, which is a magical blend of jasmine and lavender. Yeah, I agree with that. Those are quite nice. And you even get an affirmation on the back. Light the incense and affirm, as I connect to the sun and his powerful energy, I draw great strength down to me. Excellent, like that. Ooh, smells quite nice. I think I might have to take it out because, you know, I believe in doing these things properly. Ah, all packaged in paper. I like that. Oh, that's really strong lavender. There is a hint of jasmine, but it's very, very strong lavender. But you know what? I love that. And then, because it's a sun and moon box, we've got Moon Incense, which is a magical blend of cinnamon and chamomile. I imagine that the cinnamon is going to overwhelm the chamomile in this somewhat. And once again, we've got an affirmation on the back. As I connect to the moon and her calming energy, I draw a powerful peace down to me. So this is all about kind of like grounding and finding your peace. I quite like that. Oh, I tore that. Bother. Right, what's this smell like? Yeah, actually, quite strong cinnamon tones, but definite chamomile as well. That does not overwhelm in the way I thought it would. So you've got matching sun and moon incense. I'm not hating this box. I kind of feel like a fraud. I absolutely bought this with the intention of hating it. And I don't. Oh dear. Right, okay. So sun and moon incense. I liked them. We've still got some stuff in here actually. Oh, got packing peanuts. Now, because I am not a chaos witch, but I'm a bit of a gremlin, I've got to do this. Okay. Cornstarch. Completely able to go into your compost. Love it. Right. Oh, it's a scroll. It's a scroll. If it's forest bathing, I'm possibly going to laugh so hard I wee myself. But let's see. Oh, we've got like a little, it's not an elastic band, it's like a little rigid ring there, so you can use that again. Nice paper, but then again the other one was nice paper too. And once again, my big problem with scrolls is you can't read the bloody things. Why? Why do people think scrolls are somehow inherently witchy? I don't know. And it drives me bonkers, because if you want to read it, you've got to like decurl it, which is what I'm attempting to do now. You can probably hear it. And I'm just going to crease it, I just know. Ugh. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Once again, I appear to be in an ASMR video. So there we go. I haven't looked at it. I don't know what's on here. Part of me is hoping it's forest bathing. I will laugh a lot. Forest bathing by sun and the moon, maybe. Who knows? Right. Oh, there we go. Flat. So, oh. You'll be horrified to hear it is not forest bathing. I can only apologise. It is, in fact, moon and sun water. Okay, moon water is definitely something I use in my practice. Moon and sun water, simply put, is water which has been left out under the moon or sun to become imbued with the magical solar or lunar energy. I like that they're not faffing about with something metaphysical in that. They're telling you just straight what it is. If you are creating it with a particular intention in mind, you can surround your jar with crystals which work with your desires, or draw sigils on the jar, or speak incantations or anything else that sets intention. It's telling you the why and giving you some suggestions as to things you can do to achieve the why, but also leaving it open-ended for you to do your own stuff. Witch box, take note. That's definitely better. Moon and sun water can be used in many ways, including cleansing, ritual baths, anointing and potion making. I use mine a lot for indoor circle work as well. And I've got far too much. I've got, how many bottles? 5 bottles down there. And then it tells you, I mean, here we go, look. Okay. And then it tells you a little bit about both of them. Sun water. Sun water is particularly useful for spells relating to personal power, leadership, energy, motivation and vitality. I agree. The time of day during which the water is created also makes a difference. Sunrise, abundance, manifestation, attraction. Noon, afternoon, charging personal power, strength, courage. Sunset, banishing, binding, clearing. Moon water works well in spells relating to emotions, intuition, mindfulness and self-care. The moon phase during which the water is created also makes a difference. You know what? I agree with all of this. Waxing moon, attraction, manifestation, new beginnings, fertility. Full moon, powerful magic, ambition, ambitious manifestations, life-changing magic. Waning moon, banishing, clearing, eliminating, habit breaking. Literally the only thing that I would say is wrong with that is they don't give you new moon suggestions. They've got full moon but no new moon new moon suggestions. But you know what? I would, if I was a beginner, I would probably put that in a book of shadows and it might be useful. It's the sort of thing that I would refer back to. I like that. I mean, I very rarely use sun water. I don't remember the last time I made sun water. But maybe I should. I like that it's given me an idea that I didn't have before. I've been doing this for donkey's years, but there's some stuff to think about there. Wow, it doesn't suck. What are the odds? There can't be much left in here. We've got quite a big box. And it said, this makes sense. Sun and moon water stacking jars. So let's have a look at this, shall we? Oh, I like these. I think I've said that a lot during this. So you've got 2 little glass jars. One with a little moon on it. And the other one with a little sun on it. The idea being, if you fill them full of water, leave them to absorb the rays so that you can then use them as described in the scroll. And as I just said, when I make it, I make litres of stuff, which means I just have like bottles of labelled water saying what they were, when they were collected, what have you. This is just a little bit. This would be enough to use and then move on from, or not have to collect like litres of water. Honestly, if I ever want to put out a fire in here, I could probably just go for my moon water collection. Anyway, and they stack. They stack in a very pleasing kind of a way. I would probably use those. I don't need them, but I like them. Isn't that the whole dopamine problem of these boxes? I don't need it, but I like it. So I'm going to put those back in the box because they are quite attractive. Right, there we go. There's that. What have I got left? I have got, okay. This says Sun and Moon spell candles, 100% soy wax. Sun and Moon candles are actually the right colours, like a pale yellow and like a dusty grey. I quite like those. And they would be useful. I will totally, and they're an unusual colour. I don't usually buy them in, I don't even know if I can buy them in this colour. I've never seen them before. I I like those as well. And they're soy wax, so not paraffin wax. So if you're trying to avoid petroleum products, perfect for you. I can't seal that up again. We'll have to leave it on the side. There can't be anything left in here. Is there? Oh, one thing left. The Sun and Moon altar tray set. Oh, got my finger in the way. There we go. And on the back it says, a beautifully designed set of trays to represent the sun and moon on your altar. A practical yet enchanting addition to any witch's space. Is it? Is it really? I can't say that I've woken up many mornings and thought, oh my life, I do not have an altar tray set. Whatever will I do? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's quite attractive. That is quite attractive. It's very well packaged. There we go. And what we've got is a moon and a sun. And I think they fit together. Now, they are very attractive. I am not there. They're metal, they're not resin, so go that. I like that. Now that's the last thing in the box, so that's everything. I don't know what I would use these for. I don't... Oh, can you hear my dopamine going? Because I'm thinking, and I'm looking at my altar. I don't really have space on my altar for these, but they're very nice. And this, dear cronies, is how people end up with, as I spoke about a few months ago, multiple altars. Because you look at this stuff and you think, well, you know what? I could have a celestial altar, couldn't I? And I could put all this stuff on a celestial altar. Do I need a celestial altar? No, Annie, I do not need a celestial altar. But they are very attractive. I like the sun and the moon thing. I like the fact they fit together. I like the fact that they make like a whole disc when you hold it up. And you can kind of like approach the concept of eclipses with it. But I don't know what I'd use it for, just looking at. And I don't really need more stuff to look at, but it is nice. I'm challenged. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to look at that little booklet that we got to start with and see what it says. I've got so much stuff on here now that, oh, well, it doesn't say much actually. Sun and Moon altar tray set. A beautifully designed set of trays to represent the sun and moon on your altar. A practical yet enchanting addition to any witch's space. Which I think is just what it said on the back, wasn't it? I think it's just for sticking on your altar. I don't think it actually has a practical use apart from looking attractive. I'm not impressed with that. Well, I am impressed with it. I like it. I just don't know what I'd do with it. And I think that's the essential problem. I paid 30 quid for this box. I bought a subscription. It's just so I could do this video. They are not sponsoring this. They have no idea I'm doing this. I don't know. Maybe I'll stick a hashtag Witch Casket on it. I don't know. They'll probably hate me anyway. But I bought it. I owed them nothing. You know me. You know I'm always honest. I think there was definitely the £30 that I spent on this box. I think I definitely got my money's worth in there. Definitely. The witch box that I got previously, which I spent £15 on, I don't feel I got anything like the value from that. This one, everything I opened, I went, ooh, huh. As opposed to every one of the witch box I opened, I went, so, although I have just remembered something. Actually, I was looking at my bank statement the other day, and this is an important thing to remember. I thought, and I've just remembered this, the witch box was 30 quid. 30 quid was the number I had in my head. However, when I looked at my bank statement yesterday morning, It was actually £29 for this one, and it was actually £32 something for the £15 something for the Witchbox one, but it's normally £32. So I think with the Witchbox one, you're paying more money for less quality. And somebody in my comments, one of your lovely cronies, said that they used to run a shop and they went to wholesalers and they saw almost everything in that Witchbox at their wholesalers. So I wonder if the people who run the Witchbox just went out to the wholesalers and found a whole load of vaguely themed witchy stuff and put it together. There was a lot of it that had no relevance for me as a witch, like the embroidery kit. I don't do embroidery, I haven't got the eyesight for embroidery. So it didn't have any connection with witchcraft whatsoever, despite being called a witch box. This one, everything in it had a connection and could be used within my craft. Even the things that I might not use, like the ready-to-go spell, which I probably wouldn't use, I can use the different ingredients in it because they're all good components. There is a nice spell candle. It's not a cheap tacky tea light as we found in the witch box. I think I mean, my opinion shouldn't matter to you really, but if you do want to know what I think, then if you're gonna pick a witchcraft subscription box, of the two that I've tried, Witchbox and Witch Casket, I would say 100% go with Witch Casket. It's themed, it's thoughtful. The people who've assembled it seem to know their way around the craft really well. And the stuff in it has value and seems to be exclusive to that. I don't think you can buy that stuff anywhere else. I will use almost everything in it. Now, the only question I have is, do I need it? The answer is probably no. I don't need it. Did I enjoy getting it? Oh, yeah, I really did. That hit my little dopamine button big time. I really enjoyed opening that, looking at it and seeing something that had a relevance to something that means a lot to me, my witchcraft practice. I love that, and I love thinking about how I could use it within that practice. And if I was a bit stuck in my practice, that would actually be incredibly useful to unstick me, I think. Now, the witch box I could buy as a one-off. This one is a subscription. The Witch Casket is a subscription. Oh, I hate to say this. Well, you know I'm okay with changing my mind, don't you? I think I might leave that subscription run another month because I kind of want to know what's in it next month. I enjoyed getting it so much. It just felt like really good quality. I don't imagine I'll keep it for much more than 2 or 3 months because nobody needs that amount of witchy stuff, and I wonder if I'll start to get repetitions after a little while. I'll let you know. But for now, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to take off my little leaf, and I think I might go and put on the tarot pendant because I really like that. And I can put it either moon side out or sun side out, depending on how I'm feeling. Right, so that's that. I quite enjoyed that. Right, I'm going to go off and edit this and hopefully get it up online so that you can all look at it and wonder at the joy of the Witch Casket. Once again, I really feel the need to say, not being sponsored for this, bought it myself. It's my idea. They don't even know I'm doing this. So, you know, and neither did Witchbox either. Although if they had paid me, they probably got a very bad value for money because I really didn't like that one very much at all. So that's me done for this week. I'll see you next week. Have a blessed week. And yeah, bye.